in a world where crime never sleeps. Join me as I uncover the hidden truth to each and every story. Each victim deserves to be heard. Every crime deserves a punishment. But when a case is left untold, it simply becomes a mystery. This is Untold Mysteries. David Darnell Carter was described to be funny, hardworking, loving, and serious, which is why when David didn't show up to work, his family began to worry. This mystery takes place in Melvindale, Michigan. At the age of 39, David Carter was working at a manufacturing plant and owned his own clothing line called Lavish Habits Unlimited. David started dating Tamara Connor when they were just 9 years old. They later went on to have a son together, named David DJ Carter Jr. David and Tamara were together 14 years before deciding it was best to co-parent their son apart. David went on to date around, but never anything too serious. That is until David met Tammy Williams in March of 2018. Tamara Williams and David Carter met at a mutual friend's birthday party, and from that day forward, they were stuck together like glue. Tamera Williams worked at Detroit Medical Center and also as a travel agent. While dating, people stated the couple seemed happy together. David and Tamara were together 6 months before people started to notice things were becoming strange between the two. On September 28, 2018, David attended his son's football game with Tamara and family. Family noticed that Tamara seemed angry during the game and noticed over time Tamara was becoming very possessive over David. On September 30th, a coworker noticed David didn't show up to work and immediately called his sister, Tasia Carter. Knowing this was strange, Tasia called and texted her brother, but never received a response. DJ also asked his mother, Samaya, to text David and got a strange response stating he was sick and that he didn't think it was best to come over.
What's good, TikTok? Have y'all heard of this, man? My father, David Carter Sr., and my dad's ex-girlfriend, Tamara Williams. So, in 2018, in October, it was a regular weekend, and on Sunday, I was supposed to go to my dad's house and go to school from there. I didn't end up going there because, my dad texted my mom saying that he was feeling really sick, and he didn't want the kids to be around. So, she said that it was cool, whatever. So, we ended up going to my grandma's house, right? So, which was cool with me. So, I told her I need to go to my dad's and grab a few things that I forgot over there before we go. So we ended up getting to my dad's, and I see Tamara walking to the trash can, and I said hey to her, but she just took off running back to my dad's apartment. And I thought it was weird, so I was like, whatever. So I just parked the car, got out, and went up to his door. So as I went to his door, the door was locked. So I was like, I thought she saw me. I unlocked the door, I go in, and when I went in, she popped up in my face, was like, hey, David, what's going on? Like, what you doing here and stuff like that? I was like, yeah, I just came here because I forgot a few things, before I go to my grandma. She was like, okay, all right, cool. So I walk around, see if I can find it. I go in my room. His clothes is on my bed, which is weird. He's a neat freak. I'm still walking around going to the bathroom, couldn't find it. But she ended up closing his bathroom door. So I was like, okay. His bedroom door was closed. So I'm like, okay. But mind you, it's a regular day for me. I'm not thinking of nothing crazy. I couldn't find what I needed, so I just leave.
Later that day, DJ returned back to his father's apartment with his mother, Tasia, and his grandfather, Elton Carter Sr. When they arrived, they knew something was wrong immediately when they noticed the house was cluttered and in a disarray. Samaya went into David's room and was shocked to see bloodstains on the mattress. There was also a noticeable bullet hole near the top of the mattress. Tasia Carter quickly went to the Melvindale Police Department to file a missing persons report for her brother.
David Carter hasn't been seen since Sunday.
Tonight, his family is worried and believes he may be in danger. Today, police searched around Carter's apartment complex on Gale Boulevard in Melvindale. 7 Action News reporter Allie Hoxie is in the newsroom now with his family's plea for help. Allie.
That's right. Like you said, the family hasn't spoken to him since Sunday. Major concerns because they say this is very out of the ordinary.
It's just not like my brother.
David Carter's sister, Tasia Jackson, says she got a call from her brother's work, letting her know he hasn't been in all week.
I tried calling them, phone going to the voicemail.
Tasia says the last time anyone in the family has spoken to David is on Sunday. She says she tried going to his apartment and the door was open, but there was no sign of David. Police tell 7 Action News they started searching David's apartment yesterday. The search of the apartment continued today with the help of state police, causing the family to worry even more.
State police is there at the apartment with the backhoes to check out the dumpsters or whatever. So that's how I know it's an active crime scene.
Now this family is just looking for answers to bring this father home to his son.
At this point, we just want my brother. We just want him. We want him. We need to see him. So at this point, we just want my brother.
The family is urging anyone with information to give a call to police. Allie Hoxie, 7 Action News.
On October 1st, 2018, Melvindale police were contacted about a body that was found off of I-75 in Ohio. David Carter's lower torso was found wrapped in a sleeping bag. The family mourned when they found out that the loving father was confirmed to be murdered.
Breaking news now as the search for a missing man from Melvindale comes to a tragic end. David Carter seemingly vanished Sunday, but tonight his body has been found. 7 Action News reporter Allie Hoxie just talked to his family, joins us live from Melvindale with more. Allie?
Well, David Carter's father says that the police chief asked him to meet here at the Melvindale Police Department around 4:30 this afternoon, and when he got here, he got the heartbreaking news that his son is dead.
They told me that he was gone, and it got to me.
16-year-old David Carter Jr. says he and his father were like best friends. They used to go to the movies and go bowling together, something he'll never be able to do with his father again.
My father has always been there for me, like always, no matter what is going on. But for this to happen to him and not be with us today, or for the rest of our lives, it's going to hurt us.
This afternoon, Melvindale police searched David Carter's apartment with the help of state police. We are told police were also at the apartment yesterday. We have yet to hear from investigators if this is a homicide investigation.
On October 8th, 2018, Tamara was arrested and quickly released for the murder of David Carter. Due to lack of evidence and a still ongoing case, police could not hold her longer than 72 hours. 2 days later, after her arrest, on October 10th, a second part of David's body was found. This time, police discovered his head wrapped in grocery bags along I-75. October 16th, the third and final remains of David's body were found in a small flower suitcase. Police were able to recover his upper torso. The Lucas County Coroner's Office reported that the dismemberment of David's body appeared to be done with a kitchen knife. The cause of death was stated to be a gunshot wound. The bullet went underneath David's right ear through the top of his skull. The coroner also stated David had traces of sleeping pills in his system at the time of his death. By October 16, 2018, Tamara Williams had fled Melvindale, Michigan.
For someone to be able to meet a family and come and spend time with you, and celebrations.
For the first time since the murder of 39-year-old David Carter, police are revealing that this is the woman they're confident is responsible. 39-year-old Tamera Williams.
She was very, very obsessive over my brother.
Tammy was David's girlfriend of 6 months with no criminal history. David's family says Tammy was always by David's side. That is, until he disappeared at the beginning of October.
What Tammy did to her boyfriend at the time, David, is just horrible. It's brutal. This is not, a normal person doing these. She did it to somebody she loved. Who knows what she's going to do in the future.
And police say as soon as she got wind police were onto her, Tammy took off.
Tamara was first spotted in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where she ate, made cash withdrawals, and took a train to Chicago. She then ended up in Penn Station, New York, when police lost her trace after she was seen leaving the Neptune Hotel. Tamara would be 42 years old today. She is said to have ties to Freemasons, and with her experience working as a travel agent, she knows her way around. Tamara's mother worked for several years as the treasurer for the Detroit Fire Department. In September 2021, charges were brought against Verdine Day for possibly stealing over $200,000 from her union. Interestingly enough, a large portion was used for travel after discovering Verdine had attended several cruise ships.
I'm just very excited about it.
That's Verdine Day being recognized for her work in the city of Detroit. If you know the Detroit Fire Department, you know Verdine Day. Not only was Day the department's first female fire engine driver, her heart stood out to the men and women of the fire department. Almost immediately, word spread that after Verdine Day retired, lots of money at the firefighters union was missing. Now we know how much. Federal prosecutors today not only charged with Day breaking the trust of the firefighters who trusted her with their union dues, Day was hit with federal bank and wire fraud charges for allegedly pocketing more than $160,000 in dues. Prosecutors say she wrote checks to herself for cash and for allegedly using a union credit card, racking up more than $52,000 in charges for cruises, casino bar bills, and restaurants.
Verdine Day is also the mother of wanted fugitive Tamera Williams. Now, Williams has been on the run since 2018 for the murder of her former boyfriend, David Carter, from Melvindale. Police say that Williams killed Carter, chopped his body into pieces, stuffed those pieces into a sleeping bag, and dumped the remains on the side of I-75 in Ohio. And the U.S. Marshals want you to call this number if you have any information. 313-202-6458.
So another thing, so my dad had a clothing brand, and of course, you know, since he was taken away, somebody had to take over. So I ended up taking it over, and it's going great. You know, when I first started, I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just took over because it's something that he really loves, something he always wanted to do, something he wanted to continue. So I'm gonna continue it for him, and so yeah, man. If you guys want to support the brand as well, you know, the story is on there. If you guys want to just follow along with the story, stick with the brand. You know what I'm saying?
David Carter loved his family, being a father, and working hard to succeed. Today, his son continues his business and keeps his father's name alive until he receives justice.